decision that will benefit over 1 crore central government employees and pensioners. The Union Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister, has approved the implementation of the recommendations of the 7th Central Pay Commission on pay and pensionary benefits. They will come into effect from the 1st of January this year. While in the past, the employees had to wait for 19 months for the implementation of the Commission's recommendations at the time of the 5th Pay Commission and for 32 months at the time of implementation of the 6th Pay Commission. This time, 7th Pay Commission recommendations are being implemented within 6 months from the due date. The Cabinet has also decided that arrears of pay and pensionary benefits will be paid during the current financial year itself, unlike in the past when parts of arrears were paid in the next financial year.
In a bonanza for around 1 crore central government employees and pensioners, the Union Cabinet has approved most of the recommendations of the 7th Central Pay Commission.
पे और पेंशन के संबंध में जो रिकमेंडेशंस पे कमीशन की आई हैं, उन रिकमेंडेशंस को बाय एंड लार्ज सरकार ने स्वीकार किया है और वो रिकमेंडेशन 1 जनवरी 2016 से लागू होंगी. They'll be implemented with effect from 1st January 2016.
1, 2, 3, hello, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
and the arrears,
2, 3, 4, hello,
since we are towards the end of June,
4, 5, 6, hello,
would also be paid in this year.
Based on the minimum pay, fitment factor of 2.57 has been approved for revising the pay of all employees uniformly across all levels. Government said that the pay hike will take salaries in the government sector above those in the private sector. The government has decided that existing allowances will continue and a committee headed by Finance Secretary would examine recommendations on allowances in view of significant departure from existing system and demands from employees for review. The report of the committee would be submitted in 4 months. The revised pay and pension structure will come into effect from 1st January this year and arrears would be paid within a year. Minimum entry-level pay of a government employee will now go up from 7,000 rupees per month to 18,000 rupees per month. The cabinet decision will benefit 47 lakh central government employees and 53 lakh pensioners, while financial impact on account of Commission's recommendations, including allowances, would be 1,02,100 crore rupees. Burden for arrears of pay and pension of 2 months of 2015-16 would be 12,133 crore rupees. The government provided 70,000 crore in the general budget to meet the payout impact.
I have already provided for it in this year's budget estimates. And therefore, this amount doesn't come to us as a surprise. There is an existing provision. And once we take a decision on the allowances in the course of the year, then the additional impact of that will also come.
The rate of annual increment would stay at 3%. Gratuity has been increased from 10 lakh to 20 lakh. Among interest-bearing allowances, house building allowance ceiling has been hiked from 7.5 lakh to 25 lakh. Central government employees and pensioners have welcomed the government's decision.
बड़ी खुशी हुई हमें जान के कि मतलब अप्रूव हो गया है. अब हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं फ्यूचर में मतलब हमारी सैलरी थोड़ी अच्छी हो जाएगी.
पे कमीशन सरकार ने दे दिया है, जो भी दिए हैं बहुत अच्छा दिए हैं.
हम लोगों के लिए बड़ी खुशी की बात है. सैलरी भी हाइक हो रहा है, तो अभी बात का बात देखा जाएगा.
पे कमीशन हर 10 साल में आता है. पिछले बारी 2006 में आया था और इस बारी 2016 में बड़े टाइम से आ गया है. ये बड़ी खुशी की बात है.
Chairman of the 7th Central Pay Commission submitted its report to Finance Minister Arun Jaitley in November last year. They were processed by a committee of secretaries headed by the Cabinet Secretary. Government's decision is expected to have a positive impact on the Indian economy, as it is expected to push up demand for consumer durables, among others, and push consumption and thus growth. The Finance Minister said that it may also create moderate inflationary pressures, and thus the decision offers a mixed bag. Experts say it may lead to greater services inflation and take up GDP growth rate to 7.9% next fiscal.
Now this of course will have two obvious consequences. There will be more money in the market to spend. And therefore its impact will be on more than one front. It also has an ability to generate more demand. And today one of the important needs of the economy is that demand must be generated. The second itself is that it can also lead to additional savings, which is also important for the economy itself.
The government said that since the Pay Commission's recommendations were disturbing the parity between defence forces and central paramilitary forces, the government has decided to give the defence forces rank extra to not disturb the parity. The government did not approve the Commission's recommendations to have 3 types of deductions for group insurance for different sectors of employees in the range of 1,500 rupees to 5,000 rupees per month. Now, Finance Ministry will give options for low-cost insurance to government employees. With Arun Sharma and Sudhakar Das, News Night Desk, DD News.